Hello, good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing today? Let me turn on my video here. Hi, hello, everybody. Good evening.
Hey, good
Welcome.
evening. How are you?
I'm very good. I see a lot of familiar people here. My name is Sudesh Anand. I'm the founder of Leadtecno, and I'm going to be leading the session today. Good evening, Ahmed, Hermas, Jay, Josh, Kamaldeep, Ketan, Prachi, Rasdeep, Simanpreet, Shravanti, Tom, Joe, Vasanti, Vimla. Good evening, guys. How are you all doing today?
Good, thank you.
Great so
I'm
far.
glad you're here. And so I'm going to share my screen. And today's agenda is to, we're going to discuss about how to transition into business analyst career, IT business analyst career in IT. Okay. And we are looking for a special technology called ServiceNow. So we're going to go ahead and explain about this program and give you some nuggets on that. And then we're going to open the floor and then you guys can all ask questions. Is that okay? Give me a thumbs up. It's all good, right?
Yep.
Okay, very good. So let's go. And once again, I welcome you all to the ServiceNow Business Analyst webinar. This is an info session, and here we're going to talk about how we can go from 0 to 100 into this career and how much it is doable and what is the feasibility for you. And what I really want you guys to do is listen to the session first, get all the details, keep your questions. And because usually what we do is, we go through a quick introduction and we'll go with that. And I just want to quickly know why you guys are here, what is you looking forward, and then we can go ahead, okay? Just a little bit of introduction about me. uh, I'm the founder of Leadtecno. This is an IT staffing and training firm, and I got over 20 years of experience in IT and service management and project management. I'm also a career coach and mentor. I have a deep experience in US and Canada job market, and so we help people move into demand jobs. Okay, so the kind of careers we are working on is cloud DevOps, cloud engineering, cybersecurity, workday, and data engineering, cloud engineering in Azure space. I only work with careers which are in high demand. Okay, we're primarily a staffing company, but we also do training. So my job is to ensure that you get the right information, to make sure that are you taking the right decision? Okay, so we're also going to talk about what is our support, and how we're going to make this possible for you. Okay, and just before we go ahead, like I said, we're into staffing and consulting, and we work with companies like HCL, Tech Mahindra, LTI, Infosys. We are working with different vendors who are engaging with them, and we provide resources for them. Okay. Before I get more deep into it, let me just go through the room. And Jay is our chief consultant here. Hi, Jay. How are you? Good evening.
Hi Sudesh, good evening. Hi everyone. I'm doing good. How
And
are
Jai
you?
is our mentor, and he's an experienced consultant, and who is our trainer, and he has got a vast experience in coaching and helping people become ServiceNow BA. And Jai, thank you for having you here, and we'll continue the session now. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and give you guys a 15-second introduction, and just let me know like why you're here, what is that you're looking at, and what's your little bit of experience about you. Okay, starting with Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel. Good evening. How are you? Emmanuel, are you there? Okay, let's go with Ahmed. Hi, Ahmed. Good evening. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Am I audible?
You are. You are. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sorry. The question is, what I'm looking for, or can you please
Yeah.
repeat the
Give
question?
us a little bit about your experience and what are you expecting out of this webinar?
Yeah, I'm a software engineer for 6 plus years, full stack developer,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm here just to discover what's new in the uh, service now, and I would like to hear more about up-to-date information about the service now.
Okay, good. All right, state that. Just want to let you know that there is also a ServiceNow developer role also, which is very popular in this. Okay, but we do ServiceNow developer programs too. But I do it in India market, and I also do in Emirates. But there are junior level developer roles are also there, which you might want to focus. And but today's program is all about how to understand how to move into ServiceNow. Okay, um, as a business analyst, that's the role we're talking about, and we'll continue to talk, get to understand more and about this technology, and we'll take it more in it. Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah,
Thanks for
sounds
coming.
good to me. Is this more like on support, right? This is like for support the service now. Is this like more to support
No, this is a
the
business analyst roles. Business analyst, business
business
process
analyst?
consultant, business process associate, those kind of roles we're talking about. Okay,
I see.
but
Yeah.
we're going to talk. You get to know about it, how to transition. For you can post questions on developer roles. Also, we can take some questions on that too. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Super. All right. Thanks for coming. Hi, Nikki.
Uh,
Good evening, Nikki. How are you? Nikki Ed, how are you?
Good. Good evening.
All right. Good evening, Nikki. What brings you to this session? Can you give us a little bit about your experience?
I want to learn more about business analyst, so the way it works and the I just want to have more understanding
Okay.
about it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Stick in there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hi, Archana. Good evening. How are you? Miss Archana Sinha.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi,
Sorry.
Archana. Good evening. How are you?
Good good evening. Doing good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have been
Okay.
a business analyst, then product owner and product management.
Right.
Yeah, I want to learn more about ServiceNow. Business
Yeah.
analyst. Is this the requirements management business analyst
It
or
does.
the data
Yeah.
business analyst?
No, no, no. Requirements. Business
Oh,
analyst.
perfect. Perfect. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I was in, and I really like that role. So,
Yeah. You're in the
perfect.
right
Yeah.
place. A lot of business analysts do come and upgrade themselves to ServiceNow with us, and they transition because a
Mhm.
lot of regular BA jobs are getting saturated. So today
Yes.
we're needing specialization. I'm glad you're here,
Uh-huh.
Archana. This is going to be a really good understanding for you because we're going to talk in those terms because today specialization is very important, and ServiceNow jobs are in high demand and low supply. So if you're a consultant, if you know how to implement and support ServiceNow modules, you got yourself a job. And my last person got job in 3 weeks. Okay, we started
Mm.
marketing in January. He was in job by February 25th. He was in job. Okay,
Wow.
so it's a contract job. Our guys get
Mhm.
contract and full time both. I do give an average wait time of 6 months, 0 to 6 months, but 80% of our team members are able to move into service now within 3 months.
That's
So from
awesome.
the time they get in the job market. So ServiceNow is in very high demand, and we'll continue to chat about it. And our consultant Jay, he's going to give us a deep understanding of what is ServiceNow and all, and then I will sum it up with more information on what can I do to help you. All right. So that's the whole
Yeah.
thing because we are come here for a lot of information. By end of the day, the goal is how can I get into this job? How can I get into this career? Right. So that's the
Yes.
whole idea, right? So that's what we're going to do, guys. I want to tell you something. Loosen yourself a little bit. Think that you're in a coffee shop with me, okay? And this information here, information gathering is everything. The decisions that you make should be powerful. Information gathering is everything. You're in the right place. So loosen yourself a little bit. Engage with me. Talk to me. Okay, I'm not a very strict guy. Okay, so we're gonna be cool. Okay, let's discuss things. Okay, let's talk. Okay, thank you very much. So hi, thanks for coming,
Okay.
Archana. Just hang in there. We will
Thank
discuss.
you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, Elaine. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing very well. How you doing?
How, I'm good. It's been a while. I chatted with you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good. Good. Elaine is already started. Has already registered for the program. There's a lot of people who are registered already, but Elaine is already here. So great. So Elaine, give us a little bit about you.
Oh, yeah, I've been working as a cybersecurity analyst IBM and in the
Right,
electrical things. So I lost my
right,
job February 1st, so I'm looking for
right,
something. Yeah.
right. Yeah,
But
that's okay.
I don't know when the next class gonna start.
We're going to talk about that today.
Ah, okay,
We're going to
good.
talk about that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That's why I asked you to come.
okay, thank you.
This is the last session before the batch, and it's also info sessions. A lot of people continuously they meet me every Thursday. I have an info session, anyways, for ServiceNow BA. But today we're meeting in one final time before we start the batch. Okay.
That's great.
Anyways, what I really like is Alan. I'm glad you made a decision to start. This year is going to be a great year for you. I'm super excited for you. Right.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
super. Thank you very much. Very good, very good. Hi, Chester. Good evening, Chester. How are you? Chester, can you hear me? Okay, so let's go with Kamaldeep. Oh, okay. I think Chester is coming in chat. Okay, anyways. So, Kamaldeep, hi, Kamaldeep. How are you?
I'm doing good, Satish. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Can you give us a little bit about you and why are
Yeah,
you
so
exploring
Satish,
this career?
I always wanted to move to IT and always realized that the courses were like pretty long, at least a couple of years long. And that's how I came across your ad one fine day, that within a
Yeah,
short span of time, I can actually put my step into the IT world.
yeah.
So I've been a finance guy all these years, always wanted to get into IT and do something different. Now here I am exploring.
I'm exploring is very good. Information gathering is very good because many a times I have seen that people do a terrible mistake by going with what they, but with their own forecast. Okay, it's very
Hmm.
important to speak to experts who are into staffing side, technology side, and get input from everybody, not to confuse ourselves, but to get more clarity on knowing what we should do. The thumb rule is what I want to tell you is try to understand which career is in demand.
Hmm.
Understand a strategy. We don't want to depend on luck. You know what I'm saying? If you depend on luck, I'm telling you, we're going down. That's not a strategy at all. Okay, so because today AI is here, a lot of careers are going to disappear, a lot of careers are going to come up. So we're not have to get scared about it, but
Hmm.
we should understand that whatever decision we make, we don't want to come around another 3 to 4 years and try to upgrade again. That's not fun, right? We want to solve a temporary and a long-term requirement, right? When it comes to job, we want a career which is recession proof. We want a career which is future proof, right? So all of those things we need to think. Okay, so it is not a decision to be taken quick, but once you get all the information, just go. You cannot figure out everything, right? But I'm glad. I know you've been talking to me, getting to know more information. I'm glad you're here, and let's continue to understand more about this career. Okay, and then we will take it from there. Okay, thanks for coming in,
Perfect.
Kamal.
Looking
Thank you very
forward to
much.
it. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Hi, Ganesh. Good evening. How are you?
Hey, good evening. How are you?
I'm very good, Ganesh. So, which city are you logged in from? Give us a little bit about you.
I'm logged in from Edmonton, Alberta.
That's
Uh,
right. Yeah.
yeah, about me, I don't know. Like I'm a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
When I got here, I studied project management, supply chain management, and I like got a job in logistics. But I always wanted to get into IT, which I couldn't before. So, and now this opportunity showed up, and I was like, let's not
Right.
get this to waste. And
Right.
here I am.
Okay, good. So, see, Ganesh, you're logged in from Edmonton. Okay. What I want to let people know is location. Okay, we need to make decisions based on the location where we are, okay, and how much we can move around. When it comes to new career, we need to be aggressive. So all of I know Ganesh had a lot of conversation with me already. I had a pretty detailed conversation. Everybody who is starting a career with us, I work with them one on one. Okay, though we train you guys in a group, but when it comes to placement, job placement activities, resume marketing activities, we are dealing with you one on one. I'll be dealing with you one on one, and I'll be architecting the whole plan. Okay, so it's very important for me to understand your profile, and I need to profile you because I'm the one who's going to get you into the job. So I need to make sure that I know you well, because if it's not possible, I would tell you right away. Okay, so if you have spoken to me and I haven't given you clear information, which means that it is doable, and there are many folks like you who have come into our business, got trained through our trainers, Jay, and we have multiple trainers here, and they got the best training, and they got into the job. And we're going to talk about how this thing is achieved. Whereas colleges are training our students in 1 to 2 years, how are we able to achieve it in a matter of 2.5 to 3 months? So that's what we're going to look into. All right. It may sound totally crazy, but it is doable. I'm going to break that down to you. Right. First, you have to understand that we need to, you need to learn enough to first clear the interview. Okay, first learn the product, then understand the projects, master the mock interviews, clear the interview. That's how far you're going to do, because you're not going to become an expert and get into the job and shine. That's not going to happen. All right, go into the job, get some job support with us, and clear that too. So what we're really trying to do is we're going to learn how to manage the interview, manage the job, and after 6 months you're going to be totally fine. All right, it's a process. So we need to think less, execute more. Okay, and which means it might get a little scary, it may get a little emotional, but you know what? We need to tough ourselves. We need to choose our heart. Okay, your decisions, what you take today, it's going to change in 2026 for you. And all you need is a right partner who knows the market, who can take you from 0 to 100. Okay, so you're in the right place. Continue to stay with us, Ganesh, and we will talk more on this. Okay, thank you. Hi, Ketan. Good evening, Ketan.
Hi, Sudeep.
Ketan, are you there? Oh, sorry.
What?
Ketan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
go
you.
ahead.
Yeah,
Go
hi,
ahead. Go ahead,
Sudeep.
please.
So,
How are
as
you?
we spoke earlier, yeah, I'm good, good. How are you?
Good, good. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Sudesh. Oh, sorry, I'm Keithan, and as we spoke earlier, Sudesh, I've been into.
Oh, the ice cream? You sure?
Okay, go ahead. I have muted him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ketan. Please mute yourself, guys. Ketan, can you talk?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hi. So yeah, as I told earlier before, Sudesh, that I've been into supply chain field for about 7 years now in Canada. So having different roles as an analyst, logistic analyst, supply chain analyst, demand planning, and now I'm just stuck. I feel like I want to grow and explore something that there's gonna be in future as well. And
Mm,
yeah, I'm exploring now new options where I can land into. And then I came across your advertisement on Facebook and stuff. And yeah,
mm.
I'm very curious about
Okay.
it.
And where are you logged in from? Which city?
Mississauga.
Saga. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Ketan, happy to have you here. Continue to learn more. Information is everything. It's not about what Sudesh is saying. Okay, you
Mhm.
have to understand what Sudesh is talking about, which product is talking about. Then you need to go back
Right.
and research. There is ChatGPT there. There's Claude.ai. There are so many tools out there. AI tools are there. Go in there and find out what is the scope of ServiceNow BA in your country, in your region. There are people here from US. There are people here from Canada. So log in there and do your research. Right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is
Thank
the
you, Sudhir.
scope of the high demand? We're going to talk about the demand today, anyways. Okay, but here, but you also need to do research. And why is Sudesh talking about ServiceNow? Why not? We are not talking about Salesforce. Why are we not talking about Workday? Why ServiceNow? We're talking about all of those things. We're going to talk about. All right. So that's how you need to make an informed decision. You do your research, get to know more, and then let's go. Right. Okay. Great. Let's go. Thank you for coming. Hi, PK. Good evening. Good evening, PK. PK, can you hear me? Okay, no issues. Hi, Prachi. Good evening, Prachi. Miss Prachi Trivedi. Hi, Prachi. I'll give
Hello,
her a minute.
hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Good evening. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm speaking from Kitchener, Ontario. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
my reason to join is I'm working as a service desk analyst, like I'm in IT support. I always been working to IT, but as you mentioned earlier, that AI is stepping to many places, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna take over the IT support jobs as well. So I just wanted
Yeah,
to secure my career, and I just wanted to grow in my career. I just don't want to repeat the same thing I was doing tomorrow, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very much I would like to just upscale my career. Also, when I was just trying to apply for a new opportunity on LinkedIn or something, I always come across ServiceNow developer. I always wonder that what these people do and why these people are getting this much paid. I always recognize ServiceNow as a tool, as a ticketing system. I only know
yeah,
that ServiceNow is a ticketing system. I do not know much about
yeah,
it. So I'm looking forward to
yeah.
know about it in
You're right.
detail. Yeah, and
Okay.
then I wanted to make a decision based on that. Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good. And so, Prachi, that's a good thing, right? Though you're in a job, but you're still thinking, what is ahead of me, right? And I like the way you're thinking. We don't want to be too comfortable because uh, the world is changing, technology is changing in front of us. If you don't keep a tap on it, then one day we're going to be get replaced. And a lot of support roles are going to get replaced as we speak. So it's good that we need to scale up and understand what are options we have, right? So in another few seconds, our consultant Jay is going to go in deep and talk about this career and explain and introduce himself too. So we're going to get into that. Okay, Prachi, just stay tuned. So we're going to talk a lot about it, and then you can have your own questions too, which will open the floor by end of the session. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Super. And hi, Rajdeep. How are you? Good
Hey,
evening.
hi, how are you? Good evening. I'm
Great
basically
stuff.
talking from Mississauga, Ontario. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so basically, I carry an experience of 10 years in the banking services industry. I work into a
Yeah.
global regulatory and compliance team.
Yeah.
The reason for joining this, like the webinar, is that because on a daily basis, I interact with a lot of business analysts. So
Oh yeah.
where they come and gather the information from us, because
Yeah.
honestly, like they don't have the insight of the operations and all those stuff how we do. But so
Yeah.
that made me curious. So why not, if those people can do, why not then I can go and jump into their shoes?
There you
Because
go.
right now, since I'm working in one of the banks itself, so I noticed like how you talked about it. A lot of the
Yeah.
systems are currently in 2026 are being migrated to AI.
Yeah.
So I feel like within the 1.5 year, 2 years down the line, the world in the banking
Yeah.
services industry will be a totally changed. So why not explore this opportunity?
Yeah. 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 You know what? I was actually, this is how I moved into IT, Rajdeep. I was on the business side and I was working with BAs. And then I realized, very curious about what they do. And that's how I became a BA first, So
Okay.
you're in the same place where I was many, many years back. You kind of,
Yeah.
I took me back on time, you know. All right. So Rajdeep, you're in the right place. Many of the jobs are gonna get obsolete. So it's very important that we own our career. Employers are thinking about themselves. They're like business owners.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
100%.
they're like business owners. They're going to think about them. They're going to look at profit sharing. They're going to say how can they be more profitable. One of the biggest expense a business can have is salary, right? So you
Yep.
will. That's why you'll always see people getting fired, and although that's because they always do cost cutting. We're just a
Yeah.
number. But what we have to do is, Rajdeep, you're thinking right. We need to change the game. We need to take the power in our hands.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's only will happen when you become a very strong, high demand, skilled commodity. Okay, and also want to tell you something. You all need to start thinking global. Don't be US centric, Canada centric. We want a career which will give us location freedom, Okay, and it will give us you the power to choose your employer and power to choose how much you want to earn. That's what
So
happens in IT consulting. Okay, the more number of years you work, your salary increases. You have the power to negotiate. We are in North America. We are here to come dollars, right? So there's a lot of income in ServiceNow career. We're going to talk about it, and Rajdeep, most of the banks we have our people position in jobs.
yeah.
Okay, almost all the top banks in Canada and US they use ServiceNow for the
What
day-to-day
happens is,
functioning.
Sudesh, further to interrupt you, what happens is like when you work into a non-IT side of a roles in the banking, at a
Yeah,
certain level, it becomes a saturation
yeah,
on a personally on terms of on a career growth also, and also in terms of a monetary growth also, because you grow to the higher higher pay band of that level, so it becomes really difficult then to move to the
yeah.
next growth level or the next pay level. So you have to
Exactly.
switch the gears, and so that's what ideally brought me over here.
Yeah, it becomes a marathon. Rajdeep,
Yeah.
many times we have to depend on our manager's mercy, right? We got to be, good morning, sir. Good evening, sir. And then there is boss's day. Then we want to give them a boss a gift also. Either way, the boss is having a good life. You know what I'm saying? I used to buy bosses day some flowers and all. Like I was like, I got to do all these things. That was when I was in management. But I hear you what you say, especially in the banking sector here. You hit that, you benchmark where you cannot go up unless you have a particular skill. The moment what happens is, Rajdev, let's hypothetically, let's assume that you assume to go forward and you become a service now skilled person. Now you can go directly to band 8, band 9, band 10. Okay. And
Yeah.
your salary can jump by another 40, $50,000 for wherever you are in now.
Yeah.
Right. So what I've seen in the banks are they're going to pay you based on which band you are in, and
Exactly.
we reach that band based on the skill. I'm glad you're looking into these options. We need to worry about ourselves. We need to take control of ourselves. The same banks which may look very consistent, look like a government job, one day they'll say bye bye. Okay, and we are not prepared for it. It is good to take control, start thinking about it, the worst case scenario when everything is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like buying an insurance for your car. You don't get insurance for a car after it's a collision, right? We need to take insurance before. So it's like that. We need to start thinking about our career when things can go bad. This is for the folks who are already in the job. Okay, and
And
it's also good that
honestly, to tell you, Sudesh, it's like something
yeah,
when you notice that on a daily basis, there are a lot of
yeah,
systems who are going to
yeah,
take over it. So you can't sit and relax for waiting
yeah,
for that one day to happen. I don't think so.
yeah.
That's like a good idea to wait till
Exactly,
the last moment.
exactly. Rajdeep, there are a
Yeah.
lot of companies we call it practice companies.
Yeah.
Organizations will always explore new technology all the time. They'll always do it,
Understood.
whether it works or not.
Sure.
They'll always practice it. They will have budget for it. If it works, oh my God, they're going to replace systems and people. They make changes to process efficiency all the time. So, which is good. These are great conversations. So,
So,
continue to stick around, and this is going to be a good
definitely.
session for you. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Very
thank
good.
you. Thank you
Very
for
good.
today's
Very
call.
good. Very good. And okay. Hi, Sravanti. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, good evening.
How are you, Sravanti? How are you doing today?
Doing good, thank you. Well, I'm from Utah, USA, and I'm
Hmm.
completely from non-IT. I'm from into
Yeah.
BPO customer service. So
Yeah.
I want to jump into IT service since last year, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
which one is good for me because as everyone is
Okay.
saying, AI is coming. It's going to
Yeah.
boom now. So everyone is losing
Yeah.
jobs even in IT. I have a couple of friends,
Yeah.
even they are saying there are no jobs in IT also. I was
Yeah.
exploring and searching which course will be
Yeah.
good as a fresher. So suddenly I saw your ad. Then I thought, okay, let me give a try to know more
Right.
information. I'm not
Yeah.
sure whether this what I'm attending right now it's for me or not because everyone is
Yeah.
have some experience in IT, but I'm completely from
Yeah.
non-IT. So
Yeah.
just want to know.
So, Savanti, I'll tell you something. Um, I do want you to know that I'm kind of an expert in helping non-IT people move to IT. I can say myself an expert in this because I've been doing for so many years, and we
Mm,
found the knack of helping people, non-IT people move to IT. All you need is open-mindedness, and I'll also tell you why it is doable. It is a non-coding role. Okay, it's a techno-functional role. We are only dealing with clients, understanding the business process. We're going to collect document requirements, which has to be done in a certain way. We're going to learn how to deliver the requirements to the developers and work with the testers, make sure those features are tested, and then we're going to help in deployment. What we really need skill for this job is Shravanti, problem solving skills. And we are solving problems in our family every day. It is already
Yes.
there. And you are having a
Yeah.
great communication. And coming to the AI side, I want to tell you, let's not make AI the boogeyman. Okay. And I would say let's become friends with AI. And I want to tell you, ServiceNow's Now platform is running an agentic AI. And Jai is going to talk a lot more on that. And I want to tell you how you're going to transition today into AI. I'm going to make it very, very simple for you. Okay. And I also want to tell you something. When I first moved into IT, Shanti, everybody around me was in IT, except me. Except me. Everybody was in IT. Okay. And
Yeah.
in fact, some people even told me that I won't get into IT also, they told me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a kind of person, I don't listen to anybody unless I go do it, you know?
It's
So,
my one of my goal actually to get into IT since a
yeah,
long time, but I was not sure
yeah,
which one is good. Even I attend couple of classes for the BA actually
yeah.
last year, but I couldn't understand when they were
Don't
saying. Then
worry.
I'm like, no,
Don't worry.
it's not my cup of tea. So then I left it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did
You
try
know,
to
yeah,
attend quality analyst course testing.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was little like I can understand, but still I want
yeah.
to learn in depth right now to get into IT for sure this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully this
I tell you
is going
something,
to,
software testing career is pretty saturated.
yeah.
Okay, that not many jobs are coming, and even in BA also we need specialization, or else even that is no
Mm,
point to doing it. Anybody
yes.
training there just for BA, they're wasting your time. Everybody's trying.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are
Yeah.
making just to make quick money, but
Mm,
learning just BA will not cut the game.
it's not. Yes.
Even
So
a
when I
regular
heard
BA job has
service
a lot of
now,
requirements.
that's right. So because business analyst I have attended. So I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
can't do that. So something specialization is compulsory needed. Even when I thought quality analyst, I thought to add
yeah,
Salesforce
yeah,
testing with quality analyst
yeah,
because
yeah.
specialization is compulsory here. So
Exactly,
when I saw
exactly.
service now, it's like, yeah, when I'm working right now, I'm working in customer service. We do service now for
Right.
ticketing and everything. I'm like, okay,
That's
let
right.
me learn more. Let me know if I can go through it. I'm ready to start my journey in this course.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the right place. Continue to listen to us. Okay, it
Yeah.
is very much doable.
Mm,
And we will, and then I would recommend all of you guys to get on a one-on-one call also with me later on, and
mm.
then we can continue to have more discussions on that. Okay,
Sure.
very good.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming,
Thank
Saranti.
you.
Okay, very good, very
Thank you.
good. Okay, next is Tom Joe. Hi, Tom. Good evening. How are you?
Hey, Sadish. Good evening. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm very good. Can you give us a quick introduction of you? You're not a stranger for me, but we want to know who you are and what
Yeah,
brings you here.
for sure. Okay,
Yeah,
guys. So I logged in from Vaughan, Ontario, and for the last 5, 6 years, I'm working in manufacturing and doing supervision for the last 3 years. So, Sravanti, here I
right.
am. You got a company here. I'm totally from a non-IT background as well.
Yeah,
So, whatever the technical teams you will be saying today, yeah, that will be totally new to me. And it's been like for the last 6, 7 years, I'm looking to change my career into something, I mean, a high paying or like high demand job. And I
right,
looked into like maybe data analytics or like data engineering, software developing, game developing, and all sort of
right,
stuff. And it's all near a
right,
certain level of coding skills, right? So, and
right,
I, I always felt like, okay, I won't be never good at that part.
right.
So at some point, I mean, the last couple months back, you came across the Facebook,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Leadtecno, and
yeah,
did a little bit of digging on the ServiceNow and all the stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, just here I am. So looking all the opportunities, how I can step into the IT industry.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I know we talked in detail.
Yep, a
Continue to
little
hang
bit.
in there, Tom, and we will explore. I want to tell you, everybody, if you're planning to only become business analyst, it's a waste of time for you. Business analyst is not getting you a job. It's ServiceNow is going to get you a job. And the role what we're looking in ServiceNow technology is business analyst. Let's start there.
Yeah,
Okay. We're not looking for just BA. Now, if it was just doing BA, then why am I talking about ServiceNow? Right? So a lot of companies today will focus on training but not getting into a job. we first understand where the jobs are, and then we organize programs to make sure that we get the right information. So the programs are highly architected based on the job market requirements, keywords, and what is the job requirement from the inputs what we're giving them consultants and everybody. All right. Okay, Tom, hang in there, Tom. We're
Yep,
gonna we're
sure.
gonna
Thank
talk
you.
for US and Canada market. Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, very good. And who else did I meet? Did I speak to Simarpreet? Simarpreet, did I give you an opportunity?
No, you gave
How
me
are
an
you?
opportunity now, though. Thank you.
No,
How
sorry,
are
I didn't
you?
want to miss you. I'm very good, very good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for taking me into this call. Same, I have experience in logistics and
Hmm.
trucking. My major
Yeah,
is mechanical. I've been trying to
right,
transition into IT. Same thing.
right,
I came across your ad, and here
right,
I am exploring this field. That's all about
right,
it.
right. Good. So, Simarpreet, I want to ask you this question, right? So, you saw your friends who became truck drivers, and you saw the process how they became, and you followed the same path, and then you
Yeah,
became a truck driver, right?
yeah,
And truck driving career is also a specialized job. Not everybody can do that, right? And it's not a joke to drive a truck. You got to be very brave, and now you
true.
should have excellent driving skills. I heard a lot of truckers have excellent driving skills, right? So that's the same thing you're going to do today. Okay, you're going to come and see this session. You're going to see some people who got jobs through us, understand the process, and follow the process. That's how it is. What I want to tell you something is some of you will keep thinking, and they're going to go back, and they may not be ready, but they're going to come back later on when they're ready. By the time you get ready, technology is not waiting for you. Job market is not waiting for you. We cannot figure out everything and jump. That doesn't work that way, especially when you're changing your career. You need to get the right information, jump into it and figure out. Then we got to figure out, learn on the go and go. All you need is a partner who can help you till you get the job. That's all it matters. And a good training, good project support, and good mock interviews, good resume, good resume marketing services, good projects for your resume, all of those things. And I've taken care of everything for you. So continue to understand my business process. Continue to understand what Jai has to share today. Continue to learn about what is ServiceNow. Why are we talking about ServiceNow? Why now? ServiceNow was there for 10 years. Why now? Right? So all of those things we're going to discuss, and then we'll continue to help you guys. Okay. Thanks, Simarpreet. Thanks for coming. I know you should be
Sure.
very busy, but you made your time to come here. That's
No.
great. So your truck is parked now. I hope you're not
Yes.
driving.
Yes, I'm not.
Right?
I'm in this class for now.
Okay. So Simarpreet is in the session. The trucking is parked today. Okay. Let's go. So next is Vasanti. Did you speak? Is it Vasanti? Hi, Vasanti.
Hi.
Hi, Vasanti. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, good.
So what brings you here, Vasanti? Where are you
Uh,
calling from?
yeah, I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay.
I mean, I have attended the last session, right? I just want to know the detail about how the training goes and everything. That's why I joined today's class.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Every time I add some more stuff to the meeting also. So you're good.
Okay.
Everything is like impromptu. Okay. So I'm glad you came here, Vasanti. Okay. Stay in there. Okay. Very good. Hi, Vimala. Good evening. Miss Vimala Sundaresan. Sundarsan.
Hi, Sudesh. I
Hi, Vimala.
spoke
How
to
are
you
you?
just today. I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
called on the right day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know, right? And
yeah.
luckily we had a session today. So good, good, good. I'm glad you're here. Give us a little bit about you. Which city are you calling from? Give us a little
So,
bit of your
yeah.
experience.
So
And
I have joined from Cambridge, Ontario. So
okay,
I'm here, like I can say, with Shravanti and Tom Joe, as I don't have any IT experience.
that's okay.
Currently, I'm on like background in customer service, and I'm looking to transition into IT. And initially I
Yeah,
thought like uh, what others said in the group, like they had like some experience with IT in one or the other
yeah,
field, but
yeah,
I was little concerned about myself, and
yeah,
I I was given little hope when Shavanti and Tom Joe spoke, and you just said them,
yeah,
given instruction. So I just want to know
Yeah,
the
yeah,
details and to explore about
yeah,
this role here.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, Vimala. I'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. Um, I also moved from non-IT many years back. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and in our business, I find non-IT people getting job faster than IT guys, and I don't know how. Okay, IT guys have to tell me what's going on. I see non-IT guys getting job faster, so don't worry. One thing I want to tell you, people will hire you for who you are as a person. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and 50% is skill set, so 50% is soft skills,
Mm-hmm.
technical skills and soft skills. And in North America, especially, people hire you for who you are. Okay, so don't worry about who's technical, who's non-technical. It doesn't matter. So you just need to work on your skill set and put your best foot forward. That's all it
Sure, sure.
takes.
Thank you.
And we are here to help you, Vimala. So don't worry. Okay,
Okay.
thanks for coming though. Continue to be with us. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Anybody else I missed out? Oh, Sonal, did I speak to Sonal? Hi, Sonal, you made it. How are you?
I am good. Thanks for asking. I just forgot. I just joined just now. Sorry for.
Oh, thanks for coming. You made it.
Yeah. No.
We were just introducing ourselves. It's just introduction going on. All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're getting to know everybody. So which city are you logged in from? And give us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Sonal Jain, and I have like 17 years of experience in different domains. I'm not
Yeah.
particularly like from one domain, but I'm totally non-tech person, and I'm looking forward to get a job in IT with a non-tech experience. But
All
I'm
right.
sure with the help of you guys, I will be able to make it up somewhere for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And we had a long conversation too. And so we continue to be with us today and we're going to explore. Okay, thanks for coming, Sonal. So with that, guys, we're going to jump into the session today. And without delay, I would ask our consultant Jay to introduce himself. And then directly, Jay, you can take us into the curriculum. You can talk about ServiceNow. Let us know what this technology is all about and why ServiceNow today, and we'll take it from there. Okay, Jay, are you there?
Yes, Sudesh, thank you so much. Let me share my screen and we'll go according to the plan.
I'll make you the host. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, you're the host.
Just a moment. I'm just getting
Yeah,
started.
no problem. Thank you, Ted.
Let me know once my screen is up.
Yes, it's up.
Okay, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm welcoming you all for the ServiceNow Business Analyst webinar. So I'll start with the introduction about myself. My name is Jay. I am a service business analyst. I ServiceNow business analyst, process strategist, automation champion. So these are the different hats that I wore. And I also want to tell you that as you know, when you were going through the round of introduction, you mentioned about few things about your career, that you have been into non-tech, and then some from the service desk analyst. We have also one person who is into truck driving, right? I can tell you that you all are touching service now somewhere. How? That I will soon be covering. So I have experience of 10 plus years of experience into consulting, and from last been into different roles, delivery, testing, implementation, pre-sale support, process management. Now all of these roles we will touch in our training, that how you can be part of these different roles. And since ServiceNow is there, so there will be other systems as well that ServiceNow will be talking to. So that leads to our integration. So I've done many integrations with Snowflake, SolarWinds, WAS, and various other enterprise systems. I'm skilled in requirement gathering, stakeholder management, UAT, documentation, Someone was also mentioning about data analyst role and all. So you will be playing that role, but not completely like as a tech person, but as a layman person who knows how to work with numbers. So we'll see that ServiceNow is also providing that capability. So it is not across one industry. You name the industry and ServiceNow is there, be it healthcare, BFSI, life sciences. This is where I have worked on. There are other industries as well, manufacturing, banking, and other domains. So we use, I have hands-on experience in Agile, ITIL, DevOps, right? I am certified in CSA. That is a basic, you can call it a fundamental certification that you require. That is Certified System Administration. Apart from that, we have CIS, that is ITSM, CSM, FSM, HRSD. What is CSM, FSM? We will soon be covering. Then there are ITL certifications, right? I am skilled in all of, or I have completed these certifications. And about myself, I have strong experience in training, mentoring, and teaching in ServiceNow, helping in interview preparations or with the job interviews, and also helping you in clearing the ServiceNow certification exams. So that's a quick snapshot about myself. Today, we are going to cover what is ServiceNow, what are the fundamentals and core capabilities of ServiceNow, then how it is expanding and what is the market growth. We'll also look at what is the career demand of ServiceNow. Now, what you have to do as a ServiceNow business analyst, what skills, responsibilities, and how the career path will look like. Now, how we are going to help you, that also I'll explain today. I'll start with my first uh, uh, agenda, that is ServiceNow overview. So you all must be telling, I think I heard one statement saying that we used to think of ServiceNow as a ticketing tool, right? But it has evolved from a ticketing tool to an enterprise. There was a time when you started, logged, you used to log tickets via ServiceNow, but nowadays it's not just ticketing tool. And you were also mentioning that there is that you've been part of service desk analyst, and I want to tell you something which recently came. I think it's just been 1 week or 2 weeks. ServiceNow has brought in two AI use cases. One of the AI use cases says that all the basic level one, or I would say service desk jobs, ServiceNow agent can do. So now, why ServiceNow business analyst? Because as a business analyst, you need to understand how things work. You need to have that capability or that mindset to understand what is behind a particular process. So that way, ServiceNow breaks down into a workflow. ServiceNow is all about these workflows, right? And now we'll talk about what are these workflows soon in our training when you'll join in. If I can tell you, it's a cloud-based platform serving to almost 80 to 90% of the Fortune 500 companies. You name the companies and ServiceNow would have been there, not in just one product, but multiple products. What are those multiple products? That is coming up in my next slide. It helps you automate. There are IT, HR, security, and customer workflows. It is AI. It has AI powered now platform. It is single system wherein you will have everything working with all the different departments. And ServiceNow has a special focus on low code, no code platform, that you have minimum coding to no coding in this platform. Every large company is moving towards ServiceNow. This creates job in ITSM, HRSD, ITPM, security, etc. These are the different domains, or I can call it these are the different products in ServiceNow. What are these products? We'll also talk about it. Now, one platform going into the different industry: automotive, banking, CPG, government, healthcare, telecom, technology. Everywhere you see ServiceNow is there. as I was talking about um, different products. So ServiceNow has basically these: one, technology space, then there is employee space, there is customer and industry workflow, and then there is creator space. This is a quick snapshot. There are more products to it. Now, what is technology workspace? Wherever IT is involved and you want to take IT services. So all of them is covered here. IT service management, IT operations management, right? Someone was telling about demand project. So this is the tool that we use for, or this is the product that we use for that purpose, strategic portfolio management. And someone was telling about security. So we have SecOps, right? At the same time, if I talk about employee workflows, so these are about HR services. So complete onboarding process, deboarding process, you can build it into ServiceNow. Now, I'll also mention about Simarpreet was telling about field service. Simarpreet was telling about Proc, right? His job. Now, we have a field service management. Field service management is nothing but someone who is, one simple example I can give you is someone who is, you would have placed order on Amazon, right? Right from ordering that product to making the payment, then confirmation email will be sent to you. After then, there will be procurement of that product. That product will reach to your nearby location. From there, someone will send that product to your home, right? So there is a process attached to it. And I can tell you that with ServiceNow, you can create that process. If I talk about right from after ordering the product to receiving that product, all of them can be done into field service management. So now it creates job first, who is implementing these products, these services. Second, who is the end user. So you would see ServiceNow is being used by all the different personas. So that's a ServiceNow portfolio. There are more product suites. Recently, I think they have started CRM as well. Now, who is a ServiceNow BA? Simple, if I remove ServiceNow term from the ServiceNow BA, BA acts as a bridge between two ends. The two ends are, one is business side, another is technical side. So ServiceNow BA helps to take the requirement from the client and try to implement those requirements with the help of technical team. So you take the requirements, convert those requirements into a feasible language that is understandable for the technical team, and also speak the technical language to the business people so that they understand what exactly is happening in the process. Second part is, very important part is process mapping. So you would have to imagine a process, you would have to create a process, and then see how you can implement it. At every point, you will have a discussion with your business team, technical team, create a roadmap. See, it is important. See, if you look at from the developer point of view, so developer will be developing, right? And a business person will tell you that I have some vision. Now these two ends should be bridged. Only BA can bridge it. Because developer will only speak technical language, they will not understand. They will all, if you tell them what needs to be done, they will do it. Or maybe they'll work on the how part, how it needs to be done. But what we have to do, why we have to do, why now, why not later, why not earlier, all those questions will be answered by BA by having these regular workshop, requirement gathering meetings with the business side. Now, as a responsibility of a ServiceNow BA is to have clear-cut requirements being taken, documented, and help them in successful implementation. Now, one of the key factor as a ServiceNow PA you will have to play a role in these projects would be stakeholder management. You have stakeholders from the business side, you have stakeholders from the technical side, then there are end users, there are SMEs also, the leadership. So that you will have to maintain. Now, ServiceNow BA understand the functionalities of the platform. That is where when the client comes to you and says that, I want to implement IT services, right? Help me implement IT services. Maybe they say that I have a background, that this is my current setup. Now you help me how you can help with the service now. So if you understand what is the requirement, which particular product will fit into the requirement, and what all functionalities we can provide, right? So that way you guide the customer and try to maximize the potential and achieve desired outcome. What is required from your end is, this is on the BA part, and now on the ServiceNow part, they should have a knowledge of ServiceNow, functional understanding, what are the various product or modules of ServiceNow. Now you need to map the requirements from the client to ServiceNow, where it fits into. What are the best practices? What method are we using to implement ServiceNow? So there are DevOps, agile development, then how you can bring in automation. Where in all places you can bring in automation, you can simplify the process. You'll also help them in reporting and tracking. And in the last, since ServiceNow alone will not work, you need a system around it. So you need to talk to the other system. So you do it via integrations. Now, as a ServiceNow business analyst, you also need to have a credential from on your end. So one important credential that is required is ServiceNow admin, that I was talking about, CSA. And this is on the other side, Scrum Master is required. So Sadish can help you with like which one we can go for Scrum Master, and for ServiceNow admin will help you with how to prepare for it and how to appear for it. Now, how market demand is exploding. If you look at this Gartner report, though it's a year old, 6-7 months, but if you look at the different systems, right, all the latest system are here. But if you look at how's and why, I'll take an example of Microsoft, because every person who has a laptop, 80 to 90% of the time, they will be having a Microsoft product. Either it's MS Office, Outlook, Teams, or anything, Microsoft product is there. So understand, if Microsoft is there, how close ServiceNow is with respect to Microsoft. So ServiceNow is almost equally there in all of these places, right? So that's how the use of ServiceNow is increasing. Not just into one demand as a ticketing tool, but it has exploded into multiple. It has expanded his legs and hands into multiple domain, multiple places, multiple processes. So right now you will see in the last 3-4 years, there has been increase in ServiceNow jobs. And now we do not have only implementation job, but once a product is implemented, once a product is created, then you also have to support that product by project support, or maybe try to enhance that product, right? So all of those jobs are also there in the market. So there is an increase uh, in the requirement of ServiceNow resources. But the main requirement is that you should be skilled enough so that you can work on the ground. Then there is salary. This is what you can look at as an average BA salary. ServiceNow BA salary. Now, what is the requirement we have? That there is a gap between the resources and skilled resources. So right now the demand is high, but limited supply. So organization struggle to find the right and qualified ServiceNow talent. They are able to find few candidates, but then they are not able to work properly, or they are not able to perform well in the interviews, Or maybe then what they do is they try to train those resources from their current company itself and then deploy those resources into multiple projects. So having the right skill and also right mindset and understanding what is it that is required to be a ServiceNow BA or a ServiceNow resource will help you a long way. First, in securing a good job, having a good package, and be able to justify the job once you are into the company. How we will help you? Since I understand that few of are not from the BA background or from the technical background, so I'll start with helping you what you will be doing as a business analyst. So we'll cover BA fundamentals, like who is a BA, what responsibilities you are having as a BA, where you will perform these activities, what kind of project you can expect, what is it that you do in the various phases of a project, right? What are your responsibilities, how to take approvals, what all process diagrams you have to create, what are the deliverables that you have to create. So understand, when we complete this entire course, you already know what we have to do into a project, what we have to prepare for a interview. Second, once we are through to the business analyst part, we will move to the fundamentals. Every product you want to learn, first understand its admin part of it. If you understand admin part, it is very easy for you to understand the complete product. So once you understand ServiceNow admin, then we will look at the core product of ServiceNow. This is where most of the tickets you would have raised. But nowadays, it's not just ticket, there are multiple tickets, right? There is incident, there is change, there is problem. Why do we need incident? Why do we need problem? There is knowledge management. So we will have a deep dive into these two modules, ServiceNow admin and ITSM. After we completed these two phases, then we will move to another phase. This is where, as a BA, how you are going to use the tool. Like you will have to create, suppose you have created or you have gathered requirement, you have documented it, but you will have to perform it on the tool itself. So we have a product called Agile Development. So we will be using Scrum methodology or maybe Scrum framework, Agile. So how we are going to perform here, we will learn here. I will be sharing a one project with you. Then we will see, it's a live demo. So we'll see how to create it. How do we create user stories? How do we add it to the sprint? Now, what is a user story? What is sprint? These terms might look little technical to you right now, but understand, once we complete BA part, this will not be unfamiliar. You will know what is the meaning of story, what is the meaning of Scrum. Then, since I have showed you the first slide wherein we had multiple products, right? It is not possible to complete all of the products. I will be touching ITSM and then this is another one. Then for rest of the one, like if you want to move to any other product, you want to learn something on your own. So I will be giving you a template. We'll do HRSD also for you. So we'll cover HRSD. So tomorrow, if you want to learn any other product, you can follow the same template. After then, I will tell you, once you are into a job, what is it your life would look like? What is it that you will be doing? How project will be starting? What you will be doing in that project, right? All the questions will be taken here. Though I will be taking questions in the each session as well, but here we will talk about what you will be doing into the project. You have joined the project, what you will do now. Last part is about certification and interview prep. So I will be sharing you certain, so these two are sessions, not the complete phase itself, but sessions. But here you will have multiple classes. First, one, two, three, four, five. You will have multiple classes, but sixth and seventh are like complementary workshops. Maybe just one workshop when we'll talk about what to do in certification, how to prepare for interview and all. So these are how we are going to help. These are the different phases. Once you complete all of these phases, then you are prepared for entry level ServiceNow BA roles. You will have an hands-on experience on practice labs with assignments. So it's not just theoretical part. We will be giving you, or will I'll help you how to install PDI, or you can call it sandbox. What is PDI and sandbox? Suppose we're talking about ServiceNow, but not just theoretically, you yourself will be able to create something in ServiceNow. At the same time, when I'm telling you to create, it doesn't mean that you will be coding anything. We will just do no code part. It's simple configuration part. The way we are using WhatsApp, we are using Instagram. Same in the same manner, I will be teaching you service now. The examples that I will be taking will be the real life examples. So anyone can connect to those examples, and then I will share the same examples in IT as well. So tomorrow, if you have some questions coming up, something coming up with you, so you can relate those examples with the real life examples. So you will be upskilling. Some of you are already a business analyst. So after this course, you will be upskilling yourself from a generic BA to a ServiceNow focused BA. We'll help you with certification preparation, that is CSA, and tomorrow you will be ready for the job to understand how BA work into a ServiceNow project. Now, while going through all of these different classes, one thing which I can tell you is that we will do questions relevant to a particular topic, real life scenarios, best practice as a BA, what questions you can ask to the client, and how to take requirements. So tomorrow, even if at certain point, certain topic you have to cover, or you are having discussion with your client, you know what questions to ask, or what are the situations which can go wrong. So you will know how to deal with those scenarios. This is it all about, from my end. Now, few things that I want to tell you, that these are the ground rules, that you will have to be on time. I will be taking all the questions, right? Um, Sometimes maybe not at the starting, but definitely at the end, so that we focus on the agenda for the class. And at the end, whoever has doubt, they can stay, or everyone can stay, and you can ask your questions. You can share your screen. I will share my screen, and I'll help you with your queries. One thing which I expect you to do is revision. The assignment that will be given to you, you need to complete it and share it with me. Whenever you are not speaking, you need to put yourself into mute. Now, things that you need in training is a PDI. PDI is your personal developer instance. That's a instance of ServiceNow. So that I'll tell you how to create instance. You need to practice outside class. Dedicatedly, if you can give 3 to 4 hours or maybe 5 hours per week, I'm telling you, you are done for ServiceNow. ServiceNow BA rules. You need to be attentive into the class, and rest training schedule will be shared soon. Um, this is it from my end. Now before I open any, ask for any question, if you have any question. So this, do you want to cover anything, or
Yeah, I
we
just
want to
have
take?
to. I have another 10 minutes to talk about, and then we
Sure.
can open the floor for the questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for explaining yourself, and I appreciate that. Now, so guys, so now let's. I need some more information to talk about, and I'm going to share my screen here. Instead of taking you to through the PowerPoint, which is the boring part, so I'm going to take you guys through my iPad, and I know there's a lot of non-technical people and the people who are from first time here, and they're trying to explore if this career is for them, right? So I want to share my 2 cents from the job market point of view, from the scope. Why is this career is worth moving in? Let's have those conversation. And are you all able to see my white screen now?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, guys, stick with me. This is very, very important. Okay, continue to focus. This will get over in 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to go into Q&A. Okay, so let's start with the very simple part is I'm not talking about service now. Let's talk about what is a role BA is all about. Can somebody explain me what is a BA role? Anybody here can explain me what is a BA role?
Yeah. BA role is majority into like gathering the information from the requirements from the clients, whether it's from the external stakeholders or the internal stakeholders, and then passing on the requirements to the developer or the IT team for the processing. And then further, it has been normally like broken up into, as Jay mentioned, into a user cases and the sprints and all those stuff, and finally categorizing, and it comes a various levels into where we need to get into with various teams like testing and then
Right.
finally follow-up sessions and lot of which I have a little bit of a knowledge.
Very good. Thank you very much, Rajdeep. That was fantastic. Just going to make it very simple for our non-tech friends. So, guys, let's say this is the BA role. Okay, and so this line solid. Okay, so let's say this is a BA role. So in a BA role, what we're trying to do is, let's say this is the business team. Okay, and this is the let's say your implementation team. Okay, so what BA does is collects the requirements, tries to understand what is the business problem, and they collect the requirements. They document those requirements in a certain way, and they give it to the developers, to the implementation team, and they clear those questions. And we document it in a certain way where we understand what does the user wants to do, what kind of system specifications we need, all of those good things we give to the project team, and they will develop those functionalities. And later on, we're going to test those functionalities, and then we're going to deploy that. This whole process of software development lifecycle, we have a key role to play. That is the BA role. Now, the BA role we're talking about is from the IT side. Now, for the non-tech friends, I want to tell you, BA jobs are also on the business side. I don't know what these lines are all about. And then we also have IT side. Okay, so there are different 100 types of BA jobs based on the domain. If somebody's from a banking sector, payments BA, capital market, there are different kinds of BA roles. So, insurance sector, supply chain, healthcare. There are people who come with the domain knowledge. So what you have to understand, there are two kinds of BA jobs we are especially looking at. One kind of BAs are specializing on domain. And there's another type of BA, they specialize on products, technologies. So what is the difference? So the domain is something like banking BA, and then we're talking about insurance BA. One second here. Yeah, insurance BA. And then we are talking about, let's say, healthcare. Then we're talking about retail. Okay, we're talking about supply chain, oil and gas, you name it, their domain. So now what's happening is I don't support this part of domain because when you are specialized in a particular domain like a bank and insurance, your whole life is revolving around that same sector. Your salary increase is not there. You're always depending on that particular domain, and your knowledge area of growth is very, very less. When your domain, you only know the processes and the systems inside, and you revolve around the banking. And again, most of the regulations are based on that particular country, so you can't even move outside, or you can't even become a global consultant. I was just talking at the beginning of the call. I was telling you, when you're moving into a career, it's very important that you have a global mindset. If some, if the career if the country doesn't do well, we should be able to switch to a different location, different region. We should be able to do that, and for that, we need to think beyond this domain thing. If you're already in a banking, it's great. You can still move, no problem. What I'm saying is, instead of becoming a BA on a particular process like anti-money laundering or whatever in insurance sector policy, homeowner insurance is there, life insurance is there. Instead of being a particular domain, get specialized on a sector. So the problem with the domain is, I wouldn't say it's a problem. The limitations is the growth is limited, your hourly rate is limited, and I cannot say it's recession proof. Okay, and another thing is your chances of getting obsolete from a growth rate or the projects are very very less. Okay, the scope is very less when you are stuck into a domain. But when you're a product, something like Salesforce, something like SAP, something like Dynamics, something like Pega, something like Guidewire, and then we have ServiceNow. Now you're specializing on a technology. What you have to understand between these two is most of the domain based jobs are highly affected by the political decisions. If the economy is going bad, that's it. You're going to send home. Okay, but that doesn't happen with the product guys. Product market has its own job market going on. Most of the people who specialize on a particular technology, on how to support and implement or deploy a particular technology, these guys have a better job security. Okay, they have a better paycheck. Okay, and they have their careers are more futuristic, and I can say not recession too. Now, how many of you want better job security, stability, paycheck, and a future career? How many guys want it? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes. Come on, talk to me. Looks like nobody's interested. How many of you want a better job security job, a paycheck career, a good futuristic? It is very
Everyone.
tiring to look for jobs again and again, right? Like we need, when we come into country like US and Canada, we have home loans to pay, we have bills to pay. We want jobs which are giving that peace of mind to us. Okay, peace of mind will come when you have a specialization. The next thing what I want to talk about is you want to have a career. You have to understand one thing: there are many careers in this. Why are we talking about only service now here? Why not other careers like guide or pega and all these things? Because these careers have been around for over 10, 20, 30 years. The older the career you go, the higher it will be competitive. Okay, so we need to look for careers which they are asking less experience. In currently in ServiceNow space, they are asking only 3 to 4 years of experience, and we can apply based on the capstone projects what we're giving. We can still apply for these jobs, the kind of resumes we're going to make it for you. Now let's continue to learn more. Now what you have to understand is, remember I told you today we don't want to become just BA there, because there are 100 varieties of BA, so we need specialization. So today, based on my forecast and my experience, we've been doing ServiceNow BA for the last 1 year. I want to tell you this particular job, what I've seen is the average time to get into a job, I usually give 0 to 6 months. But my recent guy got job in 3 weeks. I will show that in a little bit. Okay. And 80% of my team people are able to get job in 3 months. Okay. It's very important that do not look for careers which are highly visible. The more the career is visible, now there are thousands of people are looking into that. So how will you stand a chance? Right? So you need to look for careers which are less visible, high demand, low in supply. Are you all getting me, guys? Give me a thumbs up. This is very important conversation. A lot of people don't
Yes.
understand this. We always go with what we feel about it. This is what I think I'm going to do. I want to become a data analyst. I want to do cybersecurity. Da, 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 da. It's okay. You want something, but market is going in a different direction. So it's very important that we always have to understand where the jobs are. You wouldn't know, and that is why you are here, to get to hear from us, because we're in staffing business. We do this for a living. So I can tell you based on my experience how people are able to get into job. Today's service now, if you take a job, you can get. What will happen end of this year, tomorrow, I don't know. But today, if you're able to make a decision and we are going into with open mind, we can do this. Now, what I wanted to know is, we always remember I told you we don't want to believe in luck. Of course, there's a certain percentage of luck is there. I'm not denying it, but we need to have a greater percentage of strategy. Yes or no, guys? Talk to me. Yes or no? We need a strategy, right? Right? Can we get into job market without no strategy? It's not possible. So now the next thing what you have to understand is, today ServiceNow is catering close to 80% of the Fortune 500 companies, which means that out of 100% of Fortune 500 companies, 80% use ServiceNow for their day-to-day functions. Now, what is happening in ServiceNow world is there is a shortage of consultants globally. Now, ServiceNow is a very aggressive company. It's a US-based company. Companies like NVIDIA are their clients. And ServiceNow is the only company which did not lay off people even during the time of COVID when there are most of the key people were laying off. And you want to understand, ServiceNow is a future career. Why do I call it a future career? Because it's in cloud and it's also in AI. ServiceNow's Now platform is in AI, and in the cloud it runs in AWS and Azure platform. So it's not possible for you to learn cloud and AI right now, guys. It's not possible to learn everything. But when you learn ServiceNow, it covers you both these parameters for you as a product. So when you get into a career and a job later on, get yourself certified in AI, in Azure AI or whatever. Get yourself a cloud certified and you're good. What I want to tell you is, Nishant will also discuss about some AI use cases in this training. But I want you to know that you are only going to learn 99% of the job. What we are going to do is prepare you to get into the interview and help you to get out to do the job. That's what we're trying to do. You need to be very clear. This is not a certification training. This is where we prepare people from 0 to 100. Okay, so you need to focus on, so how can a non-tech person can get into this career? What I want you to understand is this role is a techno functional role. Okay, it does not involve coding, guys. No, there are different roles here, like system administrator role, and then we have BA role, which is also called as many names, like ServiceNow functional engineers, ServiceNow analyst, ServiceNow business analyst, ServiceNow business process consultant, business process associate. There are so many. A lot of people don't know there is ServiceNow. A lot of people don't even know there is a BA job in ServiceNow, which is a great news. Okay, which you're here getting to know that now, which is good for you. So this is why we want to focus on careers. This is where my market. This is where I work. I don't work on careers which are in everywhere. Everybody's looking for. I look for careers where people are not looking into. There's admin role, there is BA role, and there is implementation specialist role, and then we have developer roles, and there are many more SME roles out there. Just to make you understand, usually developers are doing admin roles also, so we don't have a scope. Developer roles are technical, and you can still go for ServiceNow developer if you are a developer already. Of course, please upgrade yourself in a developer role, which will be a good stand for you. But if you want to go into as a consultant, you want to engage with more people, then business analyst is a very good role. So what's the difference between a BA and implementation specialist? BA is a role where we are dealing with lot kind of requirements from the user point of view, from the system point of view. But implementation specialist guys are the guys who are literally looking from the architecture point of view. They are advanced knowledge. As a BA tomorrow, you will get there, no doubt about it. So let's talk about the scope of this career. What is a career map? We want to know what we invest our time. We want to know where we want to see ourselves in 10 to 15 years. Based on the forecast, this career is good for another 10 to 15 years, no doubt about it. Okay, but let me tell you how the growth is. So BA, you're going in as a ServiceNow BA. Okay, then you work your way to become either an implementation specialist role, or you become a specialist in many modules. You go there, and later on you can even become a manager role. Okay, or you can become a a business development manager role, and or you can become a partner. Okay, there are many roles, and some people become a PM in ServiceNow projects, and then they also become account managers also. Okay, now each of these salaries are very different. Let's say in Canada market, somebody is making say 95 to 110. In US market, we are looking the same role for somewhere around let's say 120. We're looking at 120 to 140,000. Implementation specialist role in Canada, we're looking at 130K. And US, we are looking at 150 to 170K. This manager BDM roles, we are talking about close to $200 to $250,000. And partners, we are looking at $500,000 annually. And the same thing for account managers, we are looking at close to 200,000 maximum or 250 maximum. PMs also ranging around the same part. This is the kind of cash value we're talking about. Money is there. Money is not a problem. So we need to get the skill. So now let's talk about how can we get to this. What I want you to understand before we go to anything is ServiceNow usually to get into a BA role, often the question which is asked is, do you have domain knowledge? Okay, so a lot of people are new to IT. You don't even have domain knowledge. So how will you transition now, right? So that becomes a real problem. But what you have to understand is, when you are a domain centric BA, you're focusing on domain like banking, telecom, healthcare. Then you are going to obviously get a question: do you have domain knowledge? But when you're a technology side, your technology knowledge is your domain. What do you say, Jay? Jay, what do you think?
Yes, Sudesh.
Right? If you're going for domain-based careers, obviously they're going to ask for domain knowledge. If you're a technology specialist, they're going to ask you questions on technology, right? So, and that's where Jay has a thriving career. He's one of the most known He's very experienced consultant, right? And what you have to understand is, ServiceNow is a kind of product evolving very fast. There are 2 modules coming up every year. It's very important for you to get knowledge from a consultant who has a working knowledge. And Jay, he has the working knowledge. He understands what are the challenges in day-to-day business, and we're going to train you according to that. Talking about from the prospect again, guys, this career is in banking. This technology, they are used in insurance, they are used in healthcare, and they are used in oil and gas. Okay, they are used in supply chain. They are used in government sectors. In Canada, they are not in government sectors much, but in other territories they are in US and all. And then let's say travel industry or whatever. So every industry is using ServiceNow. So now what happens is, when you choose ServiceNow as your primary tool or your skill set, now you have access to all of this technology. Is it a good decision or bad? Tell me now. Do you want a career which you can open doors in all the domains? Yes or no? Is it good or not? Right? So we need to think big. We want to get into a career where we can get job in any domain. That's how you have 100 doors open for you. That's how you increase your chances of jobs. You understand, guys? I hope you're all following me. I'm trying to talk very simple terms so that you understand. What we need is a strategy. So now, ServiceNow can get you in all these careers. Now, what you have to understand in ServiceNow is, in ServiceNow, there are many modules. Like Nishant was showing in a green template, right? There is SecOps is there, HRSD is there, ITSM is there, so many. But what is the skill set which is required today? ITSM is a module which is almost implemented in all the Fortune 500 companies in 2025. Okay, so most of these projects are currently we are looking for is support roles in ITSM, mostly in all the job markets. Okay, now and then we are talking about HRSD module. HRSD module is a module which is used for human capital management, employee onboarding and offboarding, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, so that is HRSD. This is also in high demand. So we know that you could be in a ITSM module or you could be in HRSD module. So what are the other knowledge areas do we need to know to get into this job? We also need to know the admin tool. We want to know the workflow in the admin tool. So how the admin tool works. So because as a BA, are you going to become an administrator? The answer is no. But we need to know the admin tool. As a BA, you will be working in software development lifecycle. You need to write requirements, and those requirements are documented in IT BM, IT Business Management, or we can call it SPM also. This is another area where you want to make sure that you have a knowledge. So we know that you need to know these 4 areas for getting the job. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to train you on BA, because we are targeting the BA role. Remember? So we're going to teach you the BA fundamentals and the roles, what you're going to do for 2 weeks. For the guys who are already BA, don't think that I already know BA, what am I going to do here? We're going to teach you BA from the ServiceNow point of view. Got it, guys? For the people who are already BAs, we're going to teach you from the ServiceNow point of view. Of course, we're starting from zero because there are a lot of non-IT guys are coming in, but we're going to talk the ServiceNow language here. I hope you're following me, right? So Jay, what he's going to do, he's going to take you guys into the BA deliverables. Once we know what the BAs need to do, then slowly he's going to start off with the admin tool. Then he's going to come to ITSM. then you go into ITBM, HRSD. So all of these knowledge areas we're going to cover. So by the time you come out, now you have skill to cover 90% of the job market. This is how we increase our chances. Now let's assume you finish the training. So on the certification side, you need to complete a certification called CSA. This is a system administrator certification in ServiceNow. This certification is very, very important. Without this, no game. So this is how much? It is 300 USD. For a B to support the BA role, we need to do Scrum Master certification, which is $50. So this is your investment. Are you all following me, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Jay, Ganesh, Irmias, Chesters, Archana, Elaine, Simarpreet, Prachi, Nikki, Ketan, Shravanti, are you guys following me? These are critical informations. Okay.
Yes.
So today, your chances of getting into a job as a service now is 100%. Demand is so high. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit more. Let's assume that you finish the training and you finish the certification phase. You finished it. So how long is the training? The training is taking totally 13 weeks. 12 to 13 weeks, let's say, right, to complete. Okay. I want to tell you something, guys. It's very important for us to be realistic. We can teach each of this module for 2 months separately. HRSD 2 months, ITSM separately 2 months, ITBM 2 months. We know 12 weeks is, we have cramped it as much as possible. But we cannot compromise on the knowledge area which you must know, because what you have to understand is 10% of the interview, 10% of this interview, it's going to be based on BA skills, and 90% is going to be based on the ServiceNow. You're going to get job because of ServiceNow, guys, not because of BA. If you think I want to do only BA and not do nothing else, you don't put your money into training. There's no point investing your time in it. If you go ServiceNow, that's the only way you're going to get into a job, or else nothing. So this is very important for us. This program is all focused about it. So with our training, you're going to finish all these modules, then eventually you will be ready for it. Okay. Now let's say you completed the first phase. You completed the training phase. Now, second phase, you got the certification done. And usually to complete the certification, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. Some of you are super talented. Some guys do finish the certification during the training itself. So this way you get to save this 2 to 3 weeks. And then what you can do is the third phase is you're going into interview prep session. So this is where I'm going to give you a resume with transferable experience, because each of the resumes are architect based on what you had before. Your resumes will come. Your fantastic projects will come. These projects, you will have ITSM projects, HRSD projects, so they can justify your knowledge in this area. So you need to have those projects. So you will clear that. And then we're going to give you interview questions. We have interview questions. Our guys have been going for job for the last 1 year. Pretty much every month our guy is going to job. So interview questions we're going to give you. Now, let's talk about mock interview. This is the most important part. Mock interview, the first round, I'm looking at how good you have a flow of explaining it, and then I'm seeing how confident you are. This is a very foundational level, because there are people coming from non-tech also, so we need to scale them up like in different stages. We just can't throw you in the fire. So you start with flow and confidence, and second round of interview will be based more technical on the projects. Okay, more technical questions on ServiceNow BA. We're going to take it. Third round is mock, where you're going to have technical round with your trainers. And our expectation is you're going to complete this at least with 60% pass mark. 60% pass mark is more than enough. But what you have to understand is this is not possible if you don't complete 12 weeks. Okay, guys. Now coming to the pricing part. So how much is this training alone? All these things we're talking about, this training, and then we're talking about this interview prep and mock. For US clients, we're talking about 1450. Sorry, I'm not able to type here. Okay, I'm going to wipe this off. For the guys who are in US, I'm saying it's going to be actually 1450 USD, but today we are offering you for 1300. Okay, and you remember there is a 3 installment payment plan is available for you. So you pay only the first part and you join. For the Canadian guys, it's actually 2000 CAD, but right now we are offering at 1800. There is a tax involved in it, 1800 plus tax, HST. So we are a federally registered company. We got to pay our taxes. The prices include the taxes. So you get 3 payment installments. Now, what I want to tell you is this is phase 1. You completed the phase 1 and you're applying for jobs, right? And you got the offer letter, and I cleared the background verification and helping you any kind of background verification you need, and you got yourself into the job. Okay, everybody's happy. Okay, this is phase 1. What is phase 2? Phase 2 is resume marketing services. I provide the services for all our companies. We are connected with almost close to 500 to 600 partners from US and Canada side. All right. So what we do is at resume marketing says we take care of everything. Your LinkedIn, Gmail, everything. You don't have to do nothing. So while you wait, I give you a wait time of 0 to 6 months. Every month we have 2 workshops. There is one coming up this Saturday too. In this workshop, this is offered only for the resume marketing people, and you're not paying for resume marketing. It's a free. I'm not offering you. We are doing this for you. But there are external candidates who are not our students. They also take our services and they pay $1,000 for marketing. But I'm not charging you because I want to make sure the package is affordable to you, doable for you. Some of you do not have job. Okay, some of you are earning less. You are coming from a better life. So of course I understand. My way of helping you is to make sure I have a reasonable pricing for you, because I do want to tell you I'm the only company who's organizing people to move into ServiceNow as a business process consultant. There's nobody else. You will not find it anywhere else. Though I take the pride in saying that, I also with a lot of humility, and I can tell you that we had a great success in 2025. A lot of our guys went into this job. Almost 80% of people got job in 3 to 4 months. Okay. Now, for the people of resume marketing services, what I want to tell you is when you are waiting, you got to be in the environment of learning. People get distracted. People get emotional. People get scared. So what we do is we work on your skill set and also work on your will. Okay. So these 2 workshops, we're talking about different project use cases. Because you're new, you don't know what it is. So we will teach you what is your role as a BA in a support project, in ITSM, in HRSD. What is your role as a BA in an implementation project, in HRSD and ITSM, right? So those kind of different project use cases, my trainers will conduct workshops. And this is a continuous learning for you. This will expand your mindset, which will help you perform in the interview really, really well. This is very important for you. I'm the only person who's giving this because I know what it takes for you to win. Okay. So now we're talking about 6 months over here, wait time. Why am I giving you 6 months time? Is not because you're going to sit and wait for 6 months. Jobs are coming. I don't see any problem with that. The only problem I see is how quick can you clear these interviews and get into the job market? That's a whole deal. So if somebody is not getting job till 6 months, it means they're failing 15 to 18 interviews. Some of my people got failed 15 interviews. In 16, 17, they got a job. I'm glad they did not give up, but it's not a good thing. In 3 or 4 interviews, we should be in the job. So that's why I am expecting people to really, work on the mock interview. If you can clear a mock interview, which you will have no problem clearing the job market, because you are because Jay is a hiring manager. If you can clear his interview, you're good. Okay, so that's what we do. So the resume marketing services. So there is a legal contract. It's a contractual thing. We have a bench sales team, and we will market your resume. If you're a citizen, we market both sides of the borders. And if you're a permanent resident, then we only border in your locality, location, and also for the work permits. Okay. Now your support depends. How much reach we have depends on your particular visa status, and you need to give a photo ID over here, because legal contract cannot be signed without a photo ID. So we will get that, and you're going through the whole legal contract. It's a pretty straightforward. There's nothing confusing. Once you get a job, you have a commitment of 10% plus HST tax on your salary, 1 year salaries gross, okay, which you'll pay in 5 to 6 installments. This is your commitment if you're committing for resume marketing services. Everybody clear? This is optional. You're not forced into it. You can choose if you want or not. But it's absolutely whatever I'm seeing here is telling you is going to be in the contract. Everybody hearing me? AB, Elaine, Archana, Chester, Amias, Ganesh, Kamaldeep, Ketan, Nikki, Prachi, Rajdeep, Simarpreet, Sonal, Shravati, Tomjo. Good. I got everything taken care of. Okay, now let's say you got yourself into a job. Now we need job support, or we can call it project support or whatever. Okay, I'm telling you guys, for this technology, at least 6 months of job support you need to help you in the project. I got people to help you. That's not a problem. But they're going to charge you $600. If you're in US, it's 600 USD. If you're Canada, it's 600 CAD. They're going to charge you, and they're going to pay for the guys who are going to give you project support. They are all my internal team members. They're giving you project support, and we're going to make sure that you pass the project. It's not about getting the job. It's about keeping the job, right? So we're going to help you keep the job. Okay, so you're going to pay for the service. So every service you take from us, there is a payment involved in it. Your project support is not part of your 10%. No, it is not. It is an extra. Okay, so I will be helping you navigate through you phase by phase, stages by stages. And I also want to show you one more thing while you're here. I want to show you something about some documentations I want to show you. So I'm not showing any interview questions right now. So let's say this is an individual. We worked on creating a resume. These resumes are very carefully created based on your prior experience. These are ATS friendly resumes. See, now, you know what, let's say you got on CSA, ITS, MSP, HRSD. So your resume needs to have a certain level of keywords, and we're going to give you this kind of projects so that you can justify in your interview that you have worked on those projects with us. Okay, and let's say this person is coming for a mock interview. Your first mock interview, your questions will be like this. We will give you question and answers. We won't let you figure out, because we know that you don't know how to figure out. Got it? So we're going to help you. You don't have to figure things out. We're going to make things easy for you. Okay, I will be giving you first level. This is the first interview question will look like this. Tell me about yourself. Then you're going to have project based question. You got to understand, interview is got about introducing yourself, project-based questions, behavioral-based questions, rapid-fire round questions, and that's it. All interview will get over in 1 hour by the time you realize. But we need to have good preparation. So we're going to train you on the projects. What we're going to ask you? We're going to ask you ITSM-based questions, HRSD-based questions, scenario-based questions. Then we're going to ask you, tools and technical and tool-based questions. This is just the first part of the interview. Then once you clear this, your complexity of your mock interview will increase. We'll take you into more complex questions. So almost 3 to 4 rounds, and then you'll be able to pass through. This is our Jan batch. We have almost close to 30 people studying there. And then there's a Feb batch, then which is going to 28 people. Then we've got another batch. Our batch sizes are somewhere around 10 to 20 to 25 people. And let's say I want to talk about the resume marketing services. We have a marketing team who are engaging, for example, let's say Aishwarya. Aishwarya is a candidate. Currently, we are giving cybersecurity marketing services. So you see, our Firasat is the marketing personnel. He's talking to Aishwarya. There is an opening has come up. You need to contact them. There's an interview from Lululemon. So when is the interview meeting, and what they need to talk, everything, meeting link we're sending. So we will get the interviews to you. That's what we do. So these are all autopilot. These are very experienced people who are working. They're doing the job. I'm just showing you a sample. Okay, and now let's say this is a group which we are currently working on the resume marketing side. This group is growing right now. We already have close to 20. There are 10 more people are joining this group anytime. And this gentleman, Vakas, he got a job in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. January we started, by February first week we had an offer letter. February 25th, he got joined the job and is going through project support right now. And Sunshine, before that, Sunshine got job. Sunshine got job, securing a BA job. So every month, and before that, December, Simran got job. Okay, this is Simran. She got job. Simran joined us a few months back, and where is it? See, can you see this? Your background check is on process, and then I cleared the background verification for her, and then she got a message. When was this? 21st January, but I cleared the background verification during Christmas. I was roaming in Christmas. Jay, I was in Christmas for Simran. Simran, Jay only trained Simran. Jay, how was your experience training Simran?
It was wonderful. We started from, I think she's from non-tech, right? She
Yeah,
and
she's from.
Sunshine. So we helped
Yeah,
her with the interview preparations. We had multiple rounds of interview, sessions, and then
yeah,
So every time she went for interview, she will come back to me and she will share, what all questions were asked and how she responded. Then we
yeah,
tried to correct
yeah.
her that this is where we could have improved, and finally she landed the job in December.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks to you, Jay. Wasn't possible without your interview support. So Jay was one-on-one trained Simran, and Simran got job with one of the top banks, full-time job, no prior experience. She got job. I cannot mention the bank name, but she got job for 95,000 full-time. Bakas got job for 12 months contract for $56 per hour. So full-time job in Canada, we're looking at close to 95 to 110. In US, we're looking at 120 plus to 140. Contract jobs, we're looking at from 40 to $85 per hour. Simran husband is studying cybersecurity with us, so we are marketing for cybersecurity. Simran and her husband Jasmeet both lost job in October. One lost in September, one October. They have a beautiful family, but she did not give up. She failed a lot of interviews, but still she never gave up. She had a lot of confidence in herself. She went back fighting, and finally she secured a full-time job. Now she's so happy. It's a very happy story. So we have many stories like that where people can I can keep talking about all day and all night, but I don't want to hold you. It's too late, I know. But how is the session today, guys? Were you guys learning something? Give me some inputs. How is it today? How is it going?
Yeah, it was really good, Sudesh and Jay. I really enjoyed your presentation. So thank you so much. Can I
Thank
ask
you.
just
And
one quick
yeah,
question, if it's okay?
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
So, with the fees, 1,400 or 1,800, whatever it is, the training is included.
Yeah,
And for resume marketing, that means helping us apply and all of that, right? I wasn't sure what that
that's
meant.
resume marketing is separate. If you're opting for it, then you have to sign a contract for 10%. Only then you get
Right.
resume marketing.
What does that mean,
Else,
though? What does that mean? I
what it
didn't
means is
understand.
resume marketing is a contractual business. We are working
Ah,
with various partners, so we have to
mm,
give them a certain percentage to get your resume
ah,
moving. There
got
are
it,
people
got it.
benefiting, and there are people.
Uh-huh.
There is a bench. There is called as a bench sales team. It's a third party company who we are
Mm.
working with them closely to market them. We have to give them a cut. So it's
Okay,
a
got it,
contractual
got
thing.
it.
Okay. The reason also
Okay,
I
and
do resume marketing services because Archana, there is a rejection criteria. There's something called rejection criteria. A lot of people don't even know how to mitigate it. Okay, which
mm,
is in ATS while applying for jobs. But with us, the rejection criteria reduces by 50%.
mm,
Okay, because we do this in everyday basis, right? We don't use any AI tool to apply. It is done it manually.
perfect. And
Some
resume
things we don't use
marketing
AI.
also includes resume marketing also includes mock interview and all of that?
By the time you come to resume marketing, which means you already passed the mock interview. We
Ah,
don't initiate the resume marketing unless you pass the marketing mock interview. Sorry.
ah, got it, got it. Perfect. Thank you so much for answering my question. I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. Guys, opening the floor for 10 minutes. I know it's very late. If you have any questions,
Uh,
please stay back. Yeah.
Yeah, Sudesh, I
Go ahead.
have like a one question, like one or two questions. First of all, like on further enhancing on the Archana's question, like when you're taking a 10% of it, like for example, like the jobs which you guys are giving out, like what's the percentage of the difference between the full-time jobs and a contract, and the contract jobs are for how much duration, like something 1 year, 18 months, or because like why I'm asking this question, it came to my mind just as a curiosity. For example, the like you're giving a candidate like a job of 90K, right? And out of which like 10K, which comes to $9,000. So that's a $9,000. Like first of all, how do we need to pay? Second
You pay
question
in
is
installments. You pay
exact.
installments.
Yeah. Okay. So Sudesh, then the like the linkage question to is that, like for example, if a guy is being placed in a company for 1 year, and once, like for example, I hope that doesn't happen to anybody, but like it came to my mind because like there are always like positives and negatives also for every story. So
Yeah.
if like for example a 10% money is being given in the 1 year, and after 1 year, are there a chances of that person getting being like removed or something, or what are
It's
those?
possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
In that case, let's say you got fired in 6 months. First thing is we will resume the marketing for you. You
Okay.
need help, get another job. Second thing is we'll prorate it for you. It'll get
Okay.
adjusted with the next contract.
Okay. Okay.
End
No,
of the day,
because
it's 10%
yeah.
for 1 year.
Oh
That's all.
no, 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 no.
It's
No,
not like
because
6 months I'm going to get 10%. No, no, no.
no, 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 no. That's the reason I told like Sudesh, it shouldn't happen to anybody, but there are always like positives and the negatives for the story, right?
Rajdeep,
So,
I tell you something. It's a very good question, but I want to tell on the same note. I want to tell everybody we are here not to get a job. We are here to get a career. So what if
exactly.
the first one job gets fired? We'll get another job. What's the big deal? It's not the end of life, right? So
Yeah.
even I got fired many times. I'm doing great. What's the
No,
big
but
deal?
why? Why? In 2026 is a tough period. People don't want to hear that story. I
No, no.
see
I'm
like
just
Sudesh
saying that it can happen.
very honestly, how we jokingly laugh and we see, but honestly, to tell you, like how when I have seen people getting laid
Yeah,
off, and I have seen how it's very pretty much tough. I'll honestly
yeah,
share a story, like if everybody has 2 minutes. Like I've seen like people who was like working with me in a bank, very close friend of mine. He just logged into
right.
his laptop at 9:30, and at 10 o'clock he was told, close down the
Oh
laptop,
no,
everything, don't worry. So this is the way how it happens.
that's brutal.
When we talk jokingly, it's a jokingly, but the situation
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes to really to a person, it's not that easy. And when you're working from
correct.
home, it's really not
Right.
easy. It's really not easy.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But
now,
Rajdeep, on the same note, I want to tell you,
yeah,
ServiceNow consultants have job security. The
okay.
only reason you maybe get fired because you're not performing. Okay, and that is why you should take project support to finish the project. Okay, and you have to become friends with Jay. Jay is the man who's going to handhold you. So become friends with Jay. What do you say, Jay? Right?
Huh.
So you
Adding
should
on top
become
of
Jay's
it,
friend.
okay, Sudesh, I want to add one more thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
let's always go with the positive scenarios that we'll continue the job and everything. Now, even in the worst case, suppose 6 months or down the line after 1 year, you have been removed from the job. But even in that case, take it this part that you will have 1 year working experience in a ServiceNow project, and that is going to help you long way. Tomorrow you will have your own project to talk about, you will have your own experiences, right? So you can go into the market and use that experience.
yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Jay, for that positive note and positive thing. And
I think
one more.
Rajdeep had two more questions, right? Regarding the
Yeah, yeah,
sorry, I'm just
sure.
cutting you off. You had a question with the full time and contract, right? So guys, this is how it is. Based on the region, it's different. In US, most of them are contractual, full time contractual, you call it. That's the business model for the last 30 years. So you may be in a full time contractual model. But in US, in Canada, it is different. Contract is contract, full time is full time. So the percentage is you're looking 60-40. 40% of jobs are remote, and 60% of jobs are full time. And contract also same mix. Contract, I would say 50-50. Contract and full time 50-50 jobs. Right?
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Sudesh. Thank you, Sudesh, for the answer. And the
No.
last, sorry, if you can, if
Yeah.
nobody has
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Uh,
No. No. Go ahead. Go
uh,
ahead.
yeah, it would be for something for the Jay, like Jay, since he's the consultant and he trains. Like Jay, like since internally when we see like a lot of openings within our organization, which everybody would be seeing it. So I normally see like the requirements what they are asking currently is like something they need that old fashioned Python, then Power BI, then SQL, and all those stuff. So how we are getting an edge over by learning this service now? And for example, if like somebody is in already into a banking and into a BA, like somebody who is into a very senior level and who knows all those technologies. Like for example, I personally don't know, but I'm asking because like those are the requirements which we see on a daily basis. Where a person is being asked about advanced level Excel, then Python, then Power BI, then SQL. And so how are we competing with those people who has those skills, whereas we won't be having it, but we would be having a service now as the skill. So how do we compete with those? Like Jay, if you can little bit elaborate on that, uh, it would be great help.
Sure. So to answer those questions, first I'll talk about you mentioned about these. These are the data part of it, like SQL or Power BI and all. So I want to tell you, even ServiceNow has a module. In ServiceNow itself, you can do reporting, dashboarding, and everything. And I can guarantee you spend complete this training, or maybe in the halfway itself, you will be able to create reports, and very simple reports. I mean, not very technical. Even if I tell you simple with different graphs, pie chart, and everything, you will be able to do it. Now, how ServiceNow makes it easy for everyone? It's not just we want to make it difficult for anyone to learn ServiceNow. ServiceNow's motto is that I want to make the UI, the processing so easy that anyone can learn it. But at the same time, understand we are creating something for an end user. But if you can understand that what is it that we have to create, right? That is the implementation part. So from that angle, we have a platform analytics. So that covers your Power BI platform and performance analytics. That covers your Power BI, SQL, Excel, advanced, everything that will cover. Now, the second part, you are asking about the languages like Python and another language. So in ServiceNow, we have two concepts. One is called configuration, another is called customization. Configuration is wherein you do not use coding and you are able to create some requirement or you're able to develop something. And then next part is customization. Customization is that comes of minimum coding. Like you use JavaScript to create something. So most of the requirements are fulfilled through coding part, I mean through non-coding part, that is configuration, rest through customization. But as a business analyst, you will be working more on the functional part of it. You have a technical team who will be doing the coding part. I hope that answers your question, Rati.
Sure, Jay. Thank you for that. Thank you for the detailed answer. So helpful. It was a great
Thank
helpful.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey
Good
guys,
question.
I
Good
have a
question.
question again, if it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a little bit confused because the great news about someone getting a job within, I think you said 3 weeks. So how does that happen? Because the course is about 13 weeks. So do
After the
you,
training.
oh, after the training. So, okay.
Yeah. After
And
the
about,
training, this person has finished the training, finished the
and then,
certification, finished the mock interviews. After that, we started marketing.
oh, perfect. Okay, so after everything we start, if we take the do the whole package, so we do the training and we do mock interviews, certifications and everything, and then we can sign up for the resume marketing. And then after we get the job, we can choose for the project support, which is 600
Yeah.
for the one-time payment, or is it like a
No, it's monthly. It's monthly.
monthly payment? Okay, okay. So this is the whole sequence, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's right. You
Oh,
got it.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. And one more thing.
Oh,
How often do we have trainings? I know Jess said it's like 5 to 6 hours we have to work on our own,
yeah, yeah,
but how
yeah.
often are the trainings and
Yeah,
how
you know
long?
what? Thanks for reminding. I would have almost closed the day without talking about it. Thanks for bringing that up. Are you all able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're looking at uh, we're starting on 17th. These training days are actually uh, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The first session starts on 17th. All right. So you got
17th
like 5 or 6 days.
March.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
So you got
Okay.
like 5 or 6 days in the middle to make your first payment and register yourself. On the same note, Josh, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Sudesh. Hi, everyone.
Josh, just say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Josh is
Josh.
my hi guys. You would have been familiar with Josh. She's the person who would have set an appointment for me with you guys. She's my all in all. Without her, I cannot do anything. So she really helps me out day in and day out, helping me connect to potential new folks, and she manages a lot of work on the back end too. So she's doing a great job. So you will be getting a call from Josh and setting up calls with me again to have one-on-one conversation and to plan the next move. So if you're getting a call from Josh, so you know that it's coming from me. Okay, thank you, Josh. And Tia is also there. Tia, are you there?
Hi, Sadish. Hi, everyone.
And Tia is my operations manager. She manages all the business. She manages all the trainings, your day-to-day daily training needs, access to the recordings. All the sessions are recorded. She assists the trainers and also the students, and she pretty much takes care of all the hygienes. She does a fantastic job. She takes care of a lot of our departments, but she will be engaging with you very closely. And then we have Sam. Sam who takes care of the payments. She's not here today. And then we have Firasat who takes care of the marketing team. Those are all my small team, but they are all very dynamic guys. Everybody has a different role to play here, and they really make my job easy in day basis. So they will be getting in touch with you. You will don't be a stranger. I'm just introducing my team to you all. Okay, all right. Moving on to the next question. Tom, you have a question?
No, I'm good. Just Rashdeep already covered that one.
Oh, okay. I
All right,
think
thank you.
Prachi. You had a question, Prachi. You raised your hand.
Oh yeah, I had one question about the cost of the certification. Is that included in the
No,
it's a separate, right? Okay.
yeah, separate. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Before we close the day, any
Yeah,
other questions?
I forgot what are those days again for the training?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays evening at
Tuesday,
8:30 p.m.
Tuesday,
I can go to all
Saturday.
the way till 10. There is a
Okay,
reason why we have only 3 sessions a week, because it may look light in the beginning, but later on, it's like a swimming pool. He'll take you to teach you swimming in the 3 feet and 2 feet, then slowly will take you to 20 feet.
okay.
Okay, so we
Thank
need time to practice. It's going to be practical training. You'll be working in the ServiceNow instance and getting to understand different workflows. You need time to process. It's going to take you deep. Okay,
you. Okay,
so 3 days in a week is a lot for you to process. I'll tell you that.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Any questions before we close the day today?
Sidish, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I have two quick questions. The first question, uh, so uh, in this like a very competitive market, most company they require experience, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are attending graduate from college, and I can see uh, they couldn't get a job. And
Yeah.
so after we take this course, uh, and are we guaranteed like to get a job? Because most company they are asking experience, right? Like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Some of them are more. So I just how do you respond to that? And the second
Good
question
question.
would
Yeah.
yeah, the second question was the AI, right? So
Right.
the AI is shifting the industry super fast, and I wasn't, expected this far to AI to go, and even the software engineering, as I'm a software engineer, uh, it replaces, very complex positions super quick. So with ServiceNow, the AI will not impact this technology. So I want you uh, to give a response on that as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
So there are two questions here. The first part is about the experience part, and the AI part of the question I will ask Jay to answer that question. From the experience point of view, guys, we are looking at transferable experience. Everybody has done an analyst job one way or other. Okay, so I need to look into your resume and figure out how we can make it to look like a functional analyst role based on your past experience. It's a case to case basis, but you are going to discuss the projects which you've done in the training. So we're going to use those projects which you're going to learn, in which you're going to put that in a resume and you can justify yourself. But pretty much mainly I'll be looking into your resume to decide that. We will discuss that when you have a one-on-one conversation with me, and we can discuss in detail. Okay? I will be getting on a call with you, Ermias, everybody, and then we will discuss that
Sure.
one-on-one. Okay? And Jay, can you please talk about the AI part, please, for me?
Okay, sure. About the AI part, let's look at from this angle that maybe tomorrow we want to implement AI. Let's understand how to implement AI. How as a BA you would gather requirement, right? AI is not just a complete domain itself, it's a layer on top of everything. Like I have some work, some process, how I can enable it through AI. So if you can be someone who can understand, who can create a process involving AI, so why not? So why not learn it? Why not be the implementer of AI and not the end user who is getting affected by the AI? So let's not be afraid about how AI will take away the job. Let's understand how AI will be or how you can contribute in making that use case. So in this also, like in ServiceNow also, we have AI layer and how to make it a use case. That also we'll see, and that you will learn in ServiceNow ecosystem.
Guys, what I'm
Does
trying to
that
tell
answer your
you, that's a
question?
very good question. Yes, that's a very good way of explaining, Jay. Hermias, I want to add to that. See, one thing I want to tell you, we don't want to make AI the boogeyman. No. What I want to tell you is, like Jay said, don't be an end user getting affected. Rather, be on a technology side where you can learn how to implement. That's a part. Jay will introduce that and teach you guys in the training. Okay, but for the most part, like I said, as long as you're working into ServiceNow, getting into certified into AI, and start working in those projects, because you are going to work from the functional side anyways, writing requirements and everything. There will be experts who will take care of the technical part of the game. You're not expected to know any technical activities. Please don't put that burden on yourself. It's very common for non-tech people when they come into IT, they have that assumption, oh, I need to know AI now, I need to know coding now. Excuse, no, you don't have to. First learn the product, learn how to support and implement this module. That's more than enough. 99%, no matter what we teach you, you're going to learn only on the job. So you're going to get there. Don't have too big long-term plans and freak yourself out. Take short-term plans, and first let's go into the job, work you inside all the fears, what you're worried about. Once you get into this kind of technology training jobs, you'll be taken care of. Okay, so don't worry yourself. You're going to be fine, because these products which are in AI already, you're going to learn in the job anyways. So you will learn how to serve the tide. Okay, Ermias, you're good.
Yes, yes, Sadisha. Thank you. Thank you.
But good question. Okay, guys, I know it's too late. I need to wrap it up. I'm going to reach out to you guys one on one. Josh is going to help you connect with. You're getting a call from Josh. Pick it up. All right. I'll be so happy to talk to you guys. Batch is starting, like I said, on 17th. Registrations have already started. We have a massive number of people have started already. Let's have those great conversations. Let's make 2026 a great year for you. This is your year, guys. Let's get it. Let me help you become an IT consultant. Okay. With that, I'm going to ask you guys a great night. Thank you all for coming. Let's continue to talk. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night, everybody.